Hi, Janice Imoisi here with Key to Texas Realty, and today's topics are going to be on bank statements and credit. Now, I bring these two topics up because they can be the main culprit that bring your loan to a screeching halt. So, if I were you, I would have a conversation with my lender about bank statements and my credit prior to making application. Again, I would have a conversation with my lender about the bank statements and the credit prior to making application. And I'll give you a brief example of what I mean on the bank statement side. So, if you have a bank account that you're going to be using to conduct the transaction of purchasing a home, all the monies in that one particular account that you're going to be using. Sometimes people give several accounts, but to me, it's wise to just have one account that you're going to be using for the entire transaction of purchasing your home. That one account is going to be where you're going to be writing checks on it for earnest money, option fee money, all of these other good things. It's all going to come out of that one account. Bank statements, where they have problems, is when you want to dump cash in them. Bank statements have problem when you have a family member that's going to give you a gift for the funds to help you buy the house, and you just want to drop that money in the account. So you need to get with your lender to find out beforehand, hey, if I'm going to apply for a loan and I have a family member that's going to be giving me some monies to put into my account, how do I go about making sure that I'm properly documenting and putting that money into my account? Same thing with cash deposits. You need to find out from the lender what's considered a large amount of cash deposit for them, because a lot of times it's probably based on what you can deposit is based on your income that you make. That means that it's reasonable amount of money to put into your account. But before you dump cash into your account, before you get a gift from a family member to put into your account, these are conversations you need to have with the lender beforehand, and not during the application process, because now they have to backtrack and properly document and get the monies into the account the proper way. The other thing that can pose a problem are non-sufficient funds. So just make sure that your bank statement is squeaky clean. You don't have like chunks of cash going in and out of the account. You don't have non-sufficient funds. And you also don't have family members that just gifting and giving you money and you're just dumping it into your account. The other thing has to do with topic has to do with credit. So a lot of people want to know, what credit scores do they need to have? Well, different lenders have different requirements depending on how much money you can put down. Different lenders can go down to a certain credit score. Now, if you're just a first-time typical home buyer, I'd say try to have at least a 620 or better credit score. Again, the higher the credit score, the more choices and variety in loan products that you can have. So these are conversations that you need to have with the loan officer prior to making an application. Again, once you make application and you have issues with your bank statements, it may take some time to fix those things. Or if you have money in those bank statements that were supposed to be used towards the closing costs and down payment, you may not be able to use those funds because of how those funds were placed into the account. So be very careful, because you're going to be very disappointed. You're going to be very upset that that $10,000 that Uncle Bob gave you to drop into that account to help you purchase this home, you can't use it, and you're wondering, why can't I use it? Well, you can't just dump large sums of money into a bank account. There's a way to properly receive that money. So now, not only could you not use that $10,000 that you dropped into that account, that was some cash, you now have to go find another $10,000 that you can use. And yes, people get frustrated, people get angry, people get mad. They're not understanding why the lender is doing this to them. The money has always been into an Uncle Bob's account, and so it can just turn out to be a nightmare. It can be frustrating. It can be upsetting for all parties involved, especially if you have to go find another $10,000. Even if you have to go find another $5,000. I've actually had that happen where the money came in from an account and it couldn't be used because something happened with the way the money was received into the account. It wasn't documented properly. It was coming from a savings account, but the checking account was what was written on a form. And so the lender didn't like how that was playing out and said, no, we're not going to accept that. So they had to go find some more money. So again, before we get started into this home buying process, I just briefly wanted to touch on the bank statements, because that is so crucial, and it can cause your loan to come to a screeching halt. And if any of those things apply to you, the fact that you may have cash, the fact that you may have somebody, a family member, your mom, your dad, or brother, or your fiance or something like that, that's going to be giving you monies, there's a correct way to receive those funds, and that conversation needs to be had with your lender. I hope this helps. Please hit like if you like this video. Also, please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be doing more videos like this in terms of the home buying process, and we're going to continue going on how you can go and purchase your first home. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you soon.